All right, Retro Jersey Podcast tuning in. Like episode 24, 5 around there. And we're AC in the building, Larry S. What's
Yo,
up?
it's the word.
Crazy.
Yes, sir.
Like always, like I always say, some crazy shit happening per usual. But particular signings that happened this past week. Got Isaiah Thomas to sign a 10-day contract with the Pelicans, and DeMarcus Cousins signed a 10-day contract with the Clippers. So out of those two people, who do you think will have the best chance of having like a resurgence and a role in the team that they sign with?
I feel like Isaiah low-key take off more than DeMarcus.
Okay.
Just
I'm
because,
with,
I don't know. I feel like just because he's much smaller and he ain't, been injured as much as DeMarcus. And he also led the Celtics to the playoffs shit. So I feel like he'll do more, effect than DeMarcus right now. DeMarcus too damn big. He hurt himself too many times, bro.
I'm with I think they're both. I don't think either one of them are really going to be life changers for either franchise. But I do think DeMarcus will do a little bit better than Isaiah. He had a nice little game yesterday. He played like 7 minutes, 7 points.
Who they go against?
Who did they go against?
Hawks.
I don't remember. Hawks, yeah, it was against Hawks. He had a decent little game. But I don't think either one of them is going to change the franchise or make them any more of a contender or less of a contender than they are. But I think DeMarcus is going to have a little bit of a better season than Isaiah Thomas. I don't know. Maybe DeMarcus will. I don't know if Isaiah will get the extension past the 10 days.
Why is that?
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Isaiah Thomas.
I'm looking like this, low key. By now Isaiah got that little veteran, thing on his belt. Him playing for the Pelicans with them kids would be a nice, setup. Another Suns in a way. You know what I'm saying? They have a structured point guard.
Now I haven't seen him hoop in some time, but if he's still hooping the same way that he was, I think he's going to be a detriment to the Pelicans, especially their growth. Because I could see him trying to come in with that veteran mentality and try to start doing way more than he needs to be doing. He shouldn't be primary or anything. Go ahead.
They need defense, and you can't satisfy
Yeah.
It's had a problem with defense. Scoring is not a problem for them. It's the defense. So I didn't get that signing at all. I mean, I like Isaiah Thomas being back in NBA, but that doesn't make any sense for me. I do like DeMarcus Cousins more for the Clippers just because they have that grit. It just adds more to the grit of the team, in terms of holding people accountable and just people that's not going for the bullshit, So I do like him in the Clippers locker room more than I like Isaiah Thomas in the Pelicans locker room. So hopefully both of them get their extensions and save the team, past like 10 days.
Hell yeah.
I like how much he's fell off so quickly though, and it sucks. But if he can just stay healthy for like a season or two, he might be able to bounce back and have like a Derrick type of like at least 15 points type of thing, It'll be interesting to see though, because both of them have fallen very far from where they used to be at.
Very far.
Who you said DeMarcus and Isaiah fell?
Yeah, bro. Isaiah Thomas is about to get a max contract. He's got a 10-day contract right now. And DeMarcus Cousins was at one point top 2 centers in the league, and now same thing.
It was a couple years where they were arguing he was the best center in the league.
I was for a while.
Yeah, like there was a time when DeMarcus was that dude, and it didn't take long for him to really like kind of fall off either. It was kind of abrupt. So yeah, I'm with you on that. Like hopefully they both do well. But DeMarcus, he has a little bit more of an upside just because of the location that he's in.
I feel like low-key Isaiah fell off because he's too small. His defense wise.
I mean, that's falling off though.
Huh?
I said that's falling off though. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like he fell off because people think he's too small off defense and shit. Like that last year when he was in Celtics, bro, he got passed around the last couple of years before shit. So that's why I feel like that nobody really want to give him a chance. Like he could score, It's no problem score. It's just his defense. He get, you know what I'm saying? And especially like you go against a team like the, you know, Philly or something, you got to play against Ben Simmons, bro. That's gonna be too much for him.
It's real interesting with Isaiah Thomas too, because like Miles was saying, when he was about to get that max contract, like I don't know if Boston would have really given it to him, but he got injured like right before he's about to get that contract. So I do wonder, like, had he have gotten that max contract, how mad whatever team gave him that would have been, because they would have been stuck with him for 5 years, and we saw what ended up happening. That would have been a liability on the contract for a max. Like as a GM, you would have been mad paying Isaiah Thomas max for 5 years. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I think they both have another opportunity now. So
almost.
Yeah.
But switching gears to some of the games that happened. The 76ers beat the Boston Celtics a couple nights ago. They look really good at full form as far as the 76ers. I know we always have this type of debate, but do you see the 76ers being any type of like real threat in the East? I know you have to worry about the Nets, but they got Embiid, they got a Simmons, they got all the right role players as far as like Danny Green, Steph Curry. Obviously, these aren't Hall of Famers, All-Stars, but it's like, you know, these are people that know what to do in order to get the championship as far as Danny Green. He went, what, 4 get the Celtics, so Celtics. I mean, the
76ers.
They let's go possibly, you know. So how you assessing that?
I think the 76ers are a very good team. I don't see them winning a championship, especially not with Brooklyn in the mix, you know, and just Brooklyn at 100%. So it's kind of hard to get past or to imagine them getting past Brooklyn. But I could see them contending for an Eastern Conference championship and, you know, contending for a title shot, but they're not beating Brooklyn. It's just not getting through Brooklyn. And it's unfortunate.
I don't necessarily think they, shit. I don't necessarily think it's not even if they do get past Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? They still have to worry about some decent ass teams in the South, bro. I mean, in the West.
No, absolutely. You know? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even have them coming out of the East. But they are a good team. If Brooklyn wasn't as stacked as they were, I could have 76ers making it all the way. I could even have them potentially winning. I like 76ers more than I like the Lakers. At 100%. I like the 76ers actually more than a lot of teams in the West. It's just when you come to the East and you got the Brooklyn Nets, like it's not very many teams that could even match that. And I think that's kind of where it is. The 76ers, like they're taking off now, but it's just like, dang, you just got caught in a bad time being great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could look at that with players all the time. Like when Michael was coming up or when Michael was doing his thing, look how many players got overshadowed just because of the greatness and how good Mike was. Like sometimes you just get messed up and you just get you take off in a time where it's like there's just somebody much better because of an anomaly. And that's kind of where the 76ers are. I don't know. I can't see them coming out of the East with the Brooklyn Nets there. They're a great team though, and it sucks because Joel Embiid is trying to make another push at the MVP. So you get MVP, you got a stacked squad, but it's like, yo, they're that much more stacked. So I don't know. I don't have them coming out of the East, but they are a really good team, just caught up in a bad time in the league.
Yeah, I agree with that shit.
Yeah, imagine if Brooklyn wasn't here, this finally would have been their year. Like,
yeah,
finally,
this would probably be the year and they finally hit the final. So, but that's what I mean by that. This team been together so long, bro. They don't let other people take off from what they supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
For the last couple of years. So
that's true.
This season, bro, they need to regroup, G.
Yeah. They need
to regroup.
It's really gonna suck. Like I said, if Joel wins MVP too, and then y'all still really won't be able to make it out, it's gonna be bad. And I can see them blowing it up after this year, especially if Brooklyn stays together.
So
they gotta get something stronger, G.
Who do you have as the second best team in the East? You have Milwaukee, you have the 76ers.
I would in a way, I don't know where I'm right now. I don't feel comfortable saying that the Philly is.
Okay.
off the strip because I feel like there's Giannis don't have no backup. Like Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton is okay, but I feel like, especially Chris Middleton, I feel like he not gonna get the job done when it needs to, bro, in the playoffs or the finals.
Okay, but look, okay, so Joel Embiid and Giannis, who you taking?
That's a tough one, low key. You can't even just ask that like that.
Nah, low key, nah. I'm low key right now. I might have to go with Joel low key.
Okay,
I might too.
Okay,
because in a way, I feel like Joel make his team better than Giannis does.
Cool. So second option, you got, let's say, Chris Middleton or Ben Simmons. Third option,
you gonna take Ben? Yeah.
Fourth option, you got Brook Lopez. Fifth option, it's like, I think the Bucks are a little bit deeper and a little bit more experienced than the 76ers. So that's why it's kind of weird because, yes, the 76ers do have star power with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid potentially being MVP. But, the Bucks, they got all the pieces they possibly could need. Nobody on the team is really weak besides like Giannis' younger brother,
True. I'm with you on that. Like, I think personally, I would say that Milwaukee's the second best team, but 76ers are close behind them. And a lot of that is star power. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of that is, star power and kind of what they've been able to build.
They just gave Drew Holiday a extension, right?
True.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, he got a $146 million extension contract. Right?
That's what's up. I wouldn't have given him that, but that's what's up. Like, I'm glad he got. Yeah, so I like the Pacers too. The Pacers I know aren't playing the best, but I think they're a really good team in the East. But they're not playing well, so forget I even said that. But yeah, Milwaukee.
Okay.
I mean, Milwaukee did pick up PJ Tucker too, though. Okay, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Another signing real quick, just adding to the signing news. Lakers signed Ben McLemore. So he's on a team also now. He probably can take the Alex Caruso playing time, I'd imagine. So that'd be interesting.
Yeah. I haven't seen much of Ben McLemore this year. Has he played this year?
No, I'm not even sure. What team he even play for, G?
He was.
But
he was on
a lot of the players who wanted to get out of there. So
he was on the Rockets. He was on the Nets or the Hawks before that, right?
Yeah, like 2 years ago. Because last year was Rockets also.
Yeah, so I don't I know he's a shooter. Of course they're adding shooters to kind of help out with spreading the floor. I don't think he changes them any substantial amount. He doesn't make them better. He doesn't make them worse. I think he'll just be just a solid role player. Maybe give you a little bit better offense than Alex Caruso, but I honestly would keep Alex Caruso at his playing time because Alex can give you defense and effort, which is something that a lot of, I'm not going to say a lot of Lakers do, but he's one of their best defenders along with Horton Tucker. Like, those dudes actually put effort forward when playing defense, and you can see that on the court.
Yeah.
So I don't even know where I would insert him in. I'm not playing him over Kyle. I'm not playing him over Kuzma. Not playing him over Horton Tucker.
Caruso? You really wouldn't play him over Caruso?
No, because I like what Caruso does when he plays. Caruso plays like 15, 20 minutes a game. But I know for that whole 20 minutes, I got somebody that's going to work his ass off on defense. And,
he can score.
Man, and he'll get his buckets, but he'll only get maybe 4 or 5 buckets, if that. But I'm more keen on how well he plays defense and how much effort he gives. That man, if you watch a Lakers game, like when Caruso check in, that dude is all over the floor. Like, it doesn't matter where he's going, he's all over the floor. I gotta switch up my cameras real quick, so give me a hot second too.
Okay. I'm gonna switch into staying with the Lakers. Marc Gasol. So he got bumped, got a lot of his minutes reduced with the sign of Andre Drummond, because now they have Andre Drummond and another center that's getting more playing time instead of him. From reports, he's visibly upset and he's not happy with his role. It was not what he quote unquote signed on the team for. So For me, I was kind of surprised to see Marcus Gasol react in that way because he's a veteran. I feel like he should understand that like his play is not up to par for what the Lakers need. So for him to
Right.
actually be a detriment to the team as far as his attitude, because he's not getting a lot of minutes, I don't know. I was surprised by that, and I was really disappointed in Marcus Gasol reacting in that way. You know, um, how about you? See how you feel about that? You hear me?
Wait, hold on. Wait, stop it real quick, Mark.
Yeah, how you
Right,
feel about Marcus?
I feel like Mark has been low key selfish. Knowing that the state they are right now and how valuable the Lakers are, they don't have their 2 stars right now, and they picked up Andre Drummond, filling the spots for like rebounds and just period off defense. I feel like Mark can't keep up as much as he think he can, and he's getting upset because we trying to find stuff and find ways to help the team. So you getting angry at the fact that you can't, you lost minutes and stuff. I feel like it's crazy. It's not like you putting up crazy numbers or anything.
So I'm with you. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Moss.
No, you good. Go ahead.
Oh no, so I'm with y'all on that, or I'm with you on that, AC and Moss. But Marcus Gasol chose to come to LA, right?
Yeah.
Or did he get traded? So I feel him on being kind of blown with like the way that is going for him. So I feel him on that. He was promised to be a starting role, to play significant minutes. To be a key cog in kind of what your success. So that hasn't come. He does need to kind of realize that he's not what he was. He's not what the Lakers agreed to sign him for. So right. I think they're both kind of. Well, I can understand his frustration, but I can also understand it's like Lakers are like, nah, you're not playing to what we agreed upon. So it's a tough situation. I guarantee you, Marc Gasol probably retires after this year.
Yeah, I was like, you lucky don't wave your ass, nigga.
Yeah. Like he's probably gonna be gone soon, and he's not what he used to be. He's nowhere near Defensive Player of the Year, nowhere near leading the league in rebounds, nowhere near being that same 3-point shooter anymore.
And so I'm gonna break it down. The reason why he's not going to be successful anymore in the league.
Damn.
Bro, look, it's nothing against him. I'm gonna tell you why though. It's because of the 3-point shooting. He can't keep up on the court, bro. On the fast break, bro. He's not gonna be able to keep running up and down that court, bro.
Yeah.
He's not. He can't keep up with that shit, bro. And I heard so many people say that Steph Curry kind of messed up the game, which in a way I agree. But hey, it's time changes, so you gotta adapt to what the game is now. So that's the reason why his ass won't and not playing as well as we think he should or he thought he would.
Yeah.
It's sad to see because you hate for it to happen. So like it's not like he hurt. He just really getting outplayed, and he really just got bumped down to like what 10 to 12 minutes a game now when he used to be starting. Like
yeah.
But at the same time,
because they thought that would be enough. They thought Mark would be enough for a second, coming off the bench or whatever. But to be honest, I even had to think about it too. Like shit, all these 3-point shooting and shit, they're gonna tie that nigga down, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just surprised at how he reacted though. That was
he tweeted.
Like he really hot. Like he don't know what's going on. Like he's a 3-year player. Like how this game go.
I'd have brought somebody with me like, hey, show this nigga his stats. Nigga, that's why your ass.
That's why you sitting on the bench, my boy.
What you mad for, bro? I'm mad because you ain't getting my damn stats right.
I don't understand. I'm still getting paid, so I don't know the problem is. But
right, bro. I'll be like, I don't understand. Like, bro, I'm still getting paid. I don't get no budgie.
Nah, I'm not going for that. Y'all know.
I'm a veteran, bro.
Nah, if y'all playing in the NBA, y'all want to play in the NBA. You don't want
True,
to,
bro. Look, I'm not finna embarrass myself, G. I'm not finna, bro. If I know I'm playing horrible, G, I'm not finna get mad over the minutes, bro. 12 minutes, all right, that's enough for me to low key do what I
that's
gotta do.
fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. You're right.
12 minutes enough to do what I gotta do if you playing the way you playing, bro.
Better just be happy type shit. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
G.
We
That ain't
got
my fault. You know.
we got 10 minutes. We can go into this young stars list, or y'all want more time for the young stars?
Now we can go in quick.
All right. Well,
It's real quick.
came out the other day, and it got the internet in uproar. So, how do y'all feel about the list? I can go through some of the top names on here really quick. I know LaMelo Ball was pretty high.
Wait, what we doing?
The top 25, under 25.
Mm.
You got a Larry or no?
Yeah, I'm pulling up the list right now.
Okay.
Yeah, NBA's best 25, under 25. So top 10, I'll just go through that list real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Top 10, we got Luka Doncic at number 1, Tatum number 2, D Book number 3, Bam number 4, Ben Simmons number 5, number 6 is Donovan Mitchell, number 7 is Jamal Curry, 8 is Trae Young, 9 is Ja Morant, 10 is Zion Williamson. Hold on, this might be last year's.
No,
I was gonna say that sounds like a decent list to me.
Here's the one. Here's the one. Number 1 is Luka Doncic. 2 is Zion. 3 LaMelo Ball. 4 Donovan Mitchell. 5 Jason Tatum. 6 De'Aaron Fox. 7 Ben Simmons. 8 Devin Booker. 9 Bam Adebayo. And 10 is Shea. So people are mad because LaMelo Ball and Zion were above Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, and Devin Booker.
So number 1, let me hit it real quick. Number 1 on that list clearly needs to be Zion Williamson. That's not even a question.
Over Luka?
Luka, yes, absolutely. Luka can be number 2, but Zion, absolutely. He's breaking too many records, and we already know what type of bona fide star he is. Is he not?
In a way, argue that.
Come on, this is the second coming of Shaquille O'Neal. Like, come on, let's be real. Zion should be number 1. Luka's number 2. Now, yeah, LaMelo Ball should not be over Donovan Mitchell. Shouldn't be over, like, Jamal Murray was another person.
Well, why is that? Why he should be over them?
Because he's not better than them. Now, I understand that they're looking at upside. I think Donovan Mitchell's upside
are they going by also what they doing this season, right?
Potential. It's off with potential.
Yeah, potential.
Right, off potential of this season.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like LaMelo earned that spot, bro.
Over Donovan?
Over Donovan, bro. He looked a rookie breaking out, going crazy, and he kind of broke a little bit record, bro.
No, he did. I mess with LaMelo. I think he would have been maybe like top 5, but at the same time, I'm not putting LaMelo over Trae Young. Like, the fact that Trae Young isn't even top 10 blows my mind. Where is he on this list?
It's saying potential, bro. Low key, LaMelo has been shining over both of them niggas this season, bro.
No, he hasn't. LaMelo has been playing amazing.
Bro, he's been shining. Like, bro, he playing like a true point guard. Like, bro,
he's playing amazing. Like, he's playing really well. You can tell he's having fun. He's making big plays, but he's not playing better at the point guard position than Trae Young. Like, I get
what is Trae Young doing? You know, said what makes you think he's better?
Better shooter, better point guard. Maybe defense might be a reason why I could see LaMelo getting a little bit more than Trae, but LaMelo is also not locking anybody up yet.
But look, they said potential. LaMelo is doing this shit his rookie season, bro. His rookie season.
I get that.
That means he still got a lot more in the tank, bro, than what Trae Young showing us from when he came in the league, bro.
I don't see the next level for Trae Young. I just don't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't see the next level neither.
But like, what's the next level of Trae Young? Him shooting more threes, or like, I don't see what that next level will be. LaMelo.
To me, all around, I feel like all around LaMelo got Trae Young right now, bro. This season.
LaMelo, if he actually tries to play defense, he could be a top 5 defensive player. If LaMelo like gets a little bit stronger, he could be averaging 25 easily. Trae Young, I don't see what you could say. Oh, if this happens, then he'll be. Trae Young is what it is. He's a great shooter, all like very great shooter. But
I'm not taking nothing from Trae Young. I'm not taking
on
nothing
a
from him.
great point guard. Stop saying just shooter though. He's a great point guard.
But
go
I feel
ahead,
like LaMelo. I feel like LaMelo is an all-around better point guard.
all around better point guard.
Because he's taller, or what?
That could be the reason why. Because you never know. Trae Young might snap if he was a little bit taller, whatever. But it could be the reason why he's snapping the shit.
Trae Young, a lot of the times they play shadow defense on him, and he can't get the ball, and it becomes 4-5 or 4-4. He gets taken out of a lot of plays. If he tries to assert himself, yes, he can. But a lot of the times, he gets taken out of plays when I see them play. That's my whole point. But yeah, so people were really mad about the Donovan, Jason, Devin Booker being left out of that top 5, basically. You know,
I feel him on Devin Booker
and Jason Tatum too. Low key, they
Jason Tatum.
They both took. I mean, Jason put Celtics back on the map because they was doing bad for a little bit. Then you had Devin Booker come out and putting the Suns on his back for the most part with help of Chris Paul. And Donovan Mitchell put the Jazz back on the map, and they haven't been relevant in I don't know how long, you know. And if people just overlook that, I can see why they'd be hot about that, you know.
Absolutely.
But the one spot I can't give that to Zion though. I'm
gonna
give
Zion.
Luka just passed Michael Jordan for triple doubles.
That's cool. Like I'm not saying he's not an amazing player. Like you said, he's the second LeBron almost. But LeBron, I think, plays a little bit better defense, even at that age. But how I don't understand how you can look past Zion though, like with what he's doing.
I think potential-wise on this list, he hasn't shown me enough to get past Luka. Is my point. The potential. Luka looks like the sky, the ceiling. Like Zion, although he is great, we have seen that.
That's because Luka is like the pinpoint scorer on his team, bro. Zion is like the backup plan, bro. Whenever motherfuckers breaking this shit, he right there grab rebounds and shit.
All right, we not about to call. Right up, hold up, real quick. Let me address that because we not about to call Zion no backup plan. Like they have him bringing up the.
Bro, I'm saying far as like, first of all, Zion not finna take the ball up the court and just start
he
scoring.
Does. No, he does. That's what they've allowed.
On a day-to-day basis, bro.
Yes, he does. That's what I'm saying. They've implemented that as part of their game plan. If you watch their games, Zion will be the primary ball handler, taking the ball up the court. He played point guard in high school. Like he knows how to handle the ball. And a lot of times when he does that, they score almost. I think it's like a 75% clip when Zion brings the ball.
Is he the leader of that team?
Is he the leader?
No,
I don't think they have a leader.
True, but Luka that's his team. He's the leader. So I can't give it to somebody who's not leader of the team yet. Zion will be a leader of his team, yes, but off of what I've seen so far, potential-wise, Luka's proven he can do it at a very high level. That's my only point.
Zion also hasn't even played 82 games. He hasn't even played a full season.
That's the reason why he's going to be number 1.
But I'm saying he's doing all this before having even played 82 games. Like that's like that it within itself.
Let him play 82 games first. Let him play 82 games, then we can assess that. I can't give him number 60.
Okay, fair enough.
It's about to go off.
Okay.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I hate, bro. Only people I hate that's gonna get a ring is trash ass niggas.
Brian?
No, boy, stop. You said it yourself.
Here we go. So Boston has been playing pretty bad this year, definitely underperforming. So it begs the question if they should trade one of their stars. I don't think they'll trade Jason Tatum, but Jaylen Brown and Kemba Walker, if this season ends up being a dud, as it seems like it's going to be, would you trade one of them?
Yeah, go ahead. See.
In my opinion, I think low key, they probably will give up Jaylen Brown, and then in the long run, they might have a offer for Kemba.
Mm.
So that's how I think that's gonna happen because they haven't done well this season.
Yeah. I was gonna say, man, AC, you've been saying that for a couple of weeks now that they probably need to go ahead and shop Jaylen Brown, especially if they don't win. So I'm kind of with you on that. You've been saying that for some weeks, and I'm kind of growing into that as well. It's sad because there's a lot of star power on that game, or on that team for them to be playing as bad as they are. Now, I think we were expecting a lot more from Jason Tatum. Just for so many reasons, like we were expecting him, Kobe kind of took him under his wing. He's shown flashes of greatness, like potential to kind of be like that next Kobe or kind of like that mentality, but we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it consistently, is what I should say. And I think they're gonna need to blow it up, but at the same time, even if they blow it up, like Jason's gonna need to step up. He's gonna need to be the reason why they win games and the reason why he needs to will his team back in some of these games. What haven't they only been losing by single digits the last like 5-6 out of like 5-6 games or something like that?
No, they ended up losing by double digits. They were in the game for a long time, but the final score be by like 10, 12 points though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like that. They got to get it together. They should be doing much better than they are, especially with all that star power that they have, and they're just not. It's not equating to wins. So I do think that they need to kind of shop Jaylen Brown around, but at the same time, it's not going to matter if Jason Tatum doesn't step up and step into that leadership role and that role that will take that team further than they've been going. He has to step up. He got to be the one. I know Kemba's there. I know you got Jaylen Brown, but I think a lot of this falls on him.
I also feel like, if anything, Kemba needs to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade Jaylen Brown. I think I would definitely focus on trading everybody else besides Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Like if I blow it up, I'm keeping those two. In my opinion, I'm keeping those two if I blow it up.
Okay. I feel that.
They also, I'm gonna give them. They still got along. They still got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum still got a little gas in their tank. They got a long way to go.
Oh yeah, they still got years.
Yeah, Kemba on the other hand, bro, like.
Come on, what you want?
If you could trade Kemba, like any amount of surrounding players that garner interest, and like position yourself in like a top 10 pick. I don't know if you're able to do that with just Kemba, or if you can get somebody that's like young and talented. I think that's what they need to be looking for. A young, talented point guard, a young, talented center. Try to get them in there as the core for the Celtics team. I think they'd be good.
You think more so?
Went to the Celtics.
That would be lit.
Who?
Josh. He was talking about Josh.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Hold on though. You think I think I'm kind of the opposite. So you're saying you think they should get just younger kind of talent in there?
I think you got to get a young point guard. I know like you have too many young players, or you have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown who are young, and I get that. But in terms of like veteran people that you can plug in a situation, those type of players are kind of gone, honestly. Because originally it'll be Chris Paul or be a Kyrie Irving, or like those veteran players aren't really, they're fleeting. There's more so younger players now,
That's true. So I guess when it comes to the point guard, I'll agree with you. Like maybe a younger kind of bona fide or younger point guard, one that's kind of on the up and up. But I think they need veterancy. I don't know what position. Maybe at the 5 or something like that.
I think they need something at the 5 to really,
like a bona fide 5, like somebody with journeyman, been around the league, like a JaVale McGee or like a Dwight Howard would be perfect. I think for kind of what they're looking to build there.
Whiteside.
Yeah, Whiteside even. But I even like for the Boston Celtics, I like a Dwight Howard or JaVale McGee a little bit more than like a Whiteside, because Whiteside is good, but it's the mentality with Whiteside that you sometimes is a little questionable, and I think that could kind of mess up that chemistry that they have there. But you get like a JaVale or a Dwight that kind of knows the role that they're going to play, still got some game, but also still don't mess around. Like that you're going to get a solid 20 minutes out of Dwight. That you're gonna get like a solid 20 minutes out of JaVale. One where they play hard. They might make a mistake or two, but at the end of the day, what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a veteran player that knows what to do, how to do it. It's gonna play hard. Doesn't need a lot the ball all the time. Can hit the pick and rolls, can get putbacks and all that type of stuff. I think for like the center position or like maybe even the 4, I think that they need to get somebody like a bona fide veteran, like somebody that's been around the league, knows what to do. But I agree with you on the point guard, like maybe a younger kind of up and coming point guard would be really nice for them. But they got to do something though. They got to do something.
I would love if they could possibly get Shea there. That would be amazing. And if you want to do the veteran route, maybe you explore the Kyle Lowry option. That could be possible, I guess.
Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't mind Kyle Lowry in Boston. Now I think about it.
Or
I think
you can get Spencer Dinwiddie. I think those are all three viable options that could really put you on the right path, you know.
Yeah.
Or get your boy. What's your boy on OKC? Miles.
I said Shea. That's Shea.
Yeah, hell yeah, get his ass up.
That's my boy.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, but this year is gonna be a wash for them. They're not gonna. It's not gonna look good for them in the playoffs. I think they're a quick exit this year in the playoffs if they even make it.
Would you fire Brad Stevens as the coach?
Nah. I'm not. I can't put that on Brad. It's too much talent there to blame that on Brad. Now I know a lot of people would like to, but Brad Stevens is a good coach. It's just you like at a certain point we got to blame the players. We can't always look at the coach and be like, it's the coach's fault. Like at a certain point, you just have to, as a player, you got to play. You know what I'm saying? You're the one that's out there. Like, yeah, coach can give you pointers and give you plays and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, like you're the player. You're gonna have to go out there and execute. And a lot of times it doesn't seem like they're executing properly for all the talent that they have and the youth that they have. Like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown needs to be running it up every game, locking down on defense. Because they could be, like you think Kawhi and Paul George are the two best wing defenders? Imagine Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum locking in. Like those dudes could be that. Yeah. So I don't know. I wouldn't fire Brad Stevens. I would give him like 1, maybe 2 more years, especially if they like blow it up a little bit and kind of revamp the team. I would leave him there because he's a good coach. He knows what he's doing. I'm not too hard on Brad. Not too hard on Brad.
That's fair. Speaking of Kawhi, supposedly there's rumors of him going to Miami. AC, that's what you said.
Yeah, I'm sitting around the internet that people like want to see him, and like maybe it's a talk that he would play with Jimmy. And if he does do that, man, that's gonna be
that's nasty. I like Jimmy and Kawhi a lot more than Paul George and Jimmy.
Gee, that's gonna be scary, bro.
Yeah, Kawhi
Bam,
with that
you
team
got Bam,
too?
you got Bam, Kawhi, and Jimmy.
Yeah, I haven't even heard about that, so that's news in my ears. But I like that.
I was asking Wayne too. I'm like, bro, you don't think that it's time for the Clippers to like get that shit up? And like right after like a couple days after I asked him that shit, bro, I see now I'm like, what the fuck, damn. Because like I feel like it's not gonna happen between like if it ain't snap by now between them two stars, bro, it's not gonna happen at all.
What are you saying, boss?
This might be the last year that they have to try to shoot for it as far as the Clippers. But like I think we said last episode, if they do lose this season, somebody got to go. So if they end up trading Kawhi to the Heat and can get like Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, all those players that they wouldn't trade, but they probably would if they can get Kawhi, I think you got to kind of pull that trigger. And that's a nasty team, Kawhi, Bam, and Jimmy, and potentially Victor Oladipo still there too. That's a nasty team. So
that's a 2K lineup right there.
Team, bro. That damn near going back to the Heat, like the LeBron and D Wade.
Yeah. No, I'm not mad at that. And can you imagine the defense that they'll be playing?
My God, Victor got defense, Jimmy got defense, Bam got defense, and Kawhi.
Yeah, that would be a nasty little whip. I didn't even hear about that, but as I'm looking and thinking about it, that would be disgusting for the Heat.
Yeah, that's ring, G. I ain't gonna lie,
that might be a ring. That might be a ring.
That locks up the Nets.
Huh? You said what?
That locks up the Nets. You think?
I think so.
Key, bro. That's a good matchup for the Nets, bro. And I think it's a good. They do that, bro. It's good for them to do that because if the Nets stacking up like that, y'all going back to the super team days, bro. Let's go.
Defense. The only way you can
beat them. Let's go. I think the Nets could still pull that off, but I do give Miami a chance if they kind of hold that team intact with Kawhi added, I think that they could give Nets some go. I think that'd be a 7-game series. And that 7th game, I think it'll be a toss up.
Hell yeah, because I'm just thinking about the way that Jimmy gonna snap in that finals though, and then Kawhi.
I think Kawhi will push Jimmy. I think Kawhi would be the one to push Jimmy because you know
I think Jimmy will push Kawhi.
Yeah, I think so.
Nah, G, so what I'm thinking is
Kawhi don't talk, bro. Kawhi don't really talk.
That's what I'm saying. But Jimmy's I feel like he's only played with people that talk. And look at how the consistency. Like Jimmy sometimes will go out and get you 30, 28. But sometimes he'll go and get you 14, 13, 14. And it's like, I think with Kawhi, like Jimmy, that's somebody to hold Jimmy Butler accountable. He hasn't played with somebody on the same level of intensity as he has. You know what I'm saying? And all the teams that he's played with. Think about it. We had Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Like, they weren't the same type of competitor that Jimmy Butler is. When he went to where was he at before? With wasn't he with Cat?
He was Minnesota, yeah.
He's not the same intensity as Jimmy Butler. Andrew Wiggins, they're not the same intensity. So when he gets somebody that's Kawhi who comes in already established, bona fide, and he sees that Kawhi don't fuck around, like Kawhi don't play all the bullshit, like all the the little stuff like that, like Kawhi coming to the hoop. I think if Jimmy sees that, I think it'll be over. Like
I think it's vice versa, low key, because I feel like Kawhi would get held accountable too, low key, because Kawhi will have his days. He'll slack too.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Jimmy also don't play that shit.
No,
especially now he done had a team to himself now.
Yeah. No, I think they would help each other. I think that could be a match made in heaven. I think that might be what both of them have been looking for, this whole time that they've been kind of in the NBA.
They gonna get on each other's ass, G.
Exactly. And like it would be like constructive getting on each other. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be like, yo, get your stuff together so we can get this dub. And the other person would be like, yeah, you right, let's get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it could be that dynamic. And I think, man, I hadn't heard about that, but that is something nasty if that's true. That's something nasty. Mark, did you have more questions?
Yeah, I got one more.
Okay, I got one after you ask this one too.
All right, for sure. So last episode we were talking about Steph to the Lakers and how the possibility of that, blah blah blah. Cool. So Space Jam 2 trailer came out. Klay Thompson is in it. Could Klay Thompson go to the Lakers?
No, not happening. LeBron got a lot of celebs or a lot of NBA stars in Space Jam, from what I heard, right?
Yeah, he got Damian Leonard. He got Klay. He got I forgot what's that WNBA.
Giannis Russell.
Yeah.
It's a chance to be in Space Jam. I mean, who's not gonna take it? I wouldn't take it because it's LeBron, but who's not gonna take it being in the NBA?
No, I feel you on that, and plus it's a new generation thing. Like we had Charles Barkley, we had
David Robinson, Spud Webb,
Muggsy Bogues, and you know what I'm saying?
Muggsy Bogues.
We had those players growing up. Now it's a new generation. They got the Klay, the Damian Leonard, and you know what I'm saying? Okay. So
yeah, I don't hold any weight to that. I don't think Klay is going to be going to the Lakers. I don't think Steph is going to go to the Lakers.
Klay will even lead them. I don't think Klay will leave the Warriors, Loki.
Yeah, I don't either.
Fair enough.
So it's actually interesting that you just asked that because my question was about the Warriors. Now, hypothetically, if they all stay, if Klay and Steph both stay there, what do you think their move is once both of those guys come back? Because I don't think anybody thinks that they're gonna be at play or championship contenders with their roster the way it is when Klay comes back.
All right, look at here. First, what the Warriors have to do, bro. If we talking about getting Klay and Steph back, like a healthy Klay, they would have first. I feel like they would have to find a bench, decent bench, and then if Draymond probably would have to leave. But if Draymond leave, bro, why James gonna have to low key step up to be that Draymond that used to be? They center.
Yeah,
he gonna have to, bro.
I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't see him turning into.
I don't see it either,
but I feel you. So, go ahead, Moss.
The best option they can do to get into contention would be trading either Kelly Oubre or Andrew Wiggins. Because Kelly Oubre say he's not coming off the bench. So one of them got to go. Probably you could probably get more for Andrew Wiggins, some picks, and get a real strong wing player right there. And I think that's all you're missing from your starting lineup. Obviously, you need bench role players, but you can get that free agency. That's there all day. Then that 3 position is very key for them. So they need to get like a Paul George. They need to get a Jaylen Brown. Like they gotta get that third wing player that's like
Paul George playing low key for the Warriors, low key.
Or Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is probably a little bit more obtainable than Paul George, especially in different conferences. Because I could see the Celtics going for a package of like Andrew Wiggins, some first round picks, like another good player for Jaylen Brown.
No, I don't want no damn Andrew Wiggins on no goddamn Celtics.
True, that's fair, but they got to get somebody of that ilk, I guess is my point.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. So let me ask y'all, next season, next season starts, they don't really make any crazy upgrades or anything like that. Maybe get like a somewhat of a bench. How do you see them going? 100% healthy. Klay Thompson's there, Steph's there, Draymond's there, James Wiseman. Where do you see them? How much better do you see them?
I feel like go ahead, Moss.
7th seed, 7th, 6th.
7th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they won a ring together. I mean, but then again, they couldn't have that little road to get right back on point. But also they can also have a late start. You know what I'm saying? The late start could be later in that the season, or a year or two from there. And you know what I'm saying. So it's gonna take time for them to get that groove back, because now they have like rookies coming in now.
Exactly.
Basically everybody who they was playing with are either getting older or they're gonna be leaving the NBA.
So I agree with that, because they had such a perfect system in like their peak, where everybody knew where to pick, when to pick, who was going to be breaking off the pick, where were they going to be breaking off, and that was what their game was. They would be able to set that up. So let me ask you guys this: Klay Thompson, how does he come back? How do you guys think he comes back, and what type of impact do you think that has on the Golden State Warriors? Miles, let me ask you first.
17 points a game. At the best, I see 20. It probably opens up the floor a little bit more, but at the same time, like you said, chemistry was a big part of the reason why they were winning the championships. None of those players are there besides those 3. Everybody else is gone. So I don't see them even being that much better. Maybe seeding wise, instead of you being 8th seed or 6th, 7th, but I don't see them being in contention at all.
So real quick before you go, AC, so you don't think Klay Thompson is going to come back like to a superstar level? You think he's going to be more so kind of not average, but like a little better than average?
Like a reserve potential.
Okay. Where you at with it, AC?
Now, when it comes down to Klay, I wouldn't necessarily doubt as far as him scoring. Because let's be honest, yeah, he hurt himself, but the way he was scoring, bro, he didn't need to really run any damn where. This man scored 41 points without dribbling that much, bro. Come on, he dribbled like what, 4 times?
But he had to run to those positions, though. He had to come off screen.
And the chemistry, but he's not the type of player that he needs to go to the paint. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not talking. But I'm off those screens.
You're not going far shooting threes, bro. I feel like especially him and stuff, and even Dame and shit, they're not gonna miss a beat, bro, because that's what they practice. And even if he hurt himself, I feel like Klay's still working right now on them 3. So I wouldn't even let's put the Golden State Warriors, you know what I'm saying, when they won their first championship, let's put that past. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this would be a new Warriors if they really trying to get a ring together. It would be a whole new set of Warriors.
Okay.
Okay. We can't keep dwelling on what they did in the past. Klay hurt himself, so now we got to move forward. So now we're looking at a new Warriors, hopefully a new Warrior dynasty. You know what I'm saying? 17 to 20 points a game. Like I said, I don't know. I don't want to put the cap on Klay yet, bro.
So I'm kind of with you. Like, I agree with you, AC. Now I'm big on the Warriors. I'm still stuck in their peak time. I'm not gonna lie. I still kind of feel that. And I think Klay's gonna come back without have him missing a beat. I think I think he'll be more so in like the 25 to like 27 range in terms of points per game. But like you guys said, I think that they won't come back to be in that contending kind of position if they don't make the necessary pickups and trades. I do think that they need to get rid of Draymond. I think it's kind of past Draymond's time. Um, like all he can really be used for is his mind. So I'll bring him on as a coach, you know what I'm saying, or like a player coach or assistant coach or something. But I definitely think that they have to make some substantial moves. Like they got to get Wig out of there.
I made Draymond defense coordinator or something.
Right. Now it's crazy with Andrew Wiggins because at the same time, yeah, Clay is gone. Why haven't you stepped up enough to kind of not necessarily fill the role of Clay, but you should be a reason as to why your team is winning games. And he's just not that
type of player. He showed us that he was on the Timberwolves. He's not that type of player, bro.
He's not. But it's like, yo, it's so frustrating because he'll have games like he just had a 40-point game the other day. That was a nasty 40-point game. And he has those moments where it's like, dang, bro, like if you just focus, you could help this team contend. But I don't think Clay is going to necessarily drop off too much. I think he's going to come back, but I don't think that they're going to be contending if they don't make any substantial upgrades.
Let me ask you this: though that 40 points that he did get, how he was getting those 40 points? Was he shooting threes or he was attacking the paint? What?
He was attacking the paint for a lot of those.
But hey, here's my thing about the now NBA thing. Me and Ian was talking about this the other day. What blows me is the rules. I feel like the players nowadays, I don't necessarily want to count those 40-point games really anything because, bro, I can't really touch you without you getting a fucking foul, bro. So how can I really stick defense? You know what I'm saying? I feel like if the rules were like people had strictly do man-to-man defense low key, like all like man straight up in the grill, half the players won't be able to do the shit that they doing now. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you know what I'm saying, nowadays you gotta, you know, get them some room and shit. That shit weak as hell.
No, it's a cupcake. It's a cupcake league right now. That's for sure.
That's why we look at players like, okay, they got off, but they're not consistent because, you know, that I feel like most of those players have got exposed. You know what I'm saying? They
That's
can't.
A good point.
You know,
that's a good point.
He's not strong enough to maintain a level of consistency because, like you said, most of those points come in the hole. If he does have a 40-point game, it's gonna be quiet for the next 2-3 weeks. He's just not that strong, you know. If he got in the weight room, he can do that every night, cool. But Andrew Wiggins got like bursts of energy. It's never gonna be over, you know. Like I from him. He's not that type of player, you know.
Like between him and Kelly Oubre, I almost put them kind of in the same boat. I might even keep Andrew a little bit more because on a given night he could give me more than Kelly Oubre.
Who been in the league longer?
Wiggins.
Okay, then. I tell you, he should be doing that shit.
I mean, but Kelly Oubre also, nobody's afraid of Kelly Oubre offensively or defensively. That's true, but you got to respect him a little bit more than you got to respect Kelly.
Yeah, they had the same next Miji.
No. I mean, you got to respect Andrew's shot. You can't play Andrew because you don't want him to get 20 points as you played him because you know you can shut him down to 12 if you actually play defense on him. So it's like Andrew, you should have leave him open.
But gee, look, that's that one game. You talking about one game? This nigga not gonna be consistent the whole season.
But you can't let him try to score because he will score. That's the problem.
He gonna score. They still gonna lose them.
Kelly, you can leave wide open, and he gonna miss all of them threes.
Exactly.
I don't see neither one of them niggas a threat to beat you.
No, neither one is truly a threat. But if you had to trade one. Bro, like Miles was saying, you can get more for Andrew.
Everybody can watch the league now, bro. I have not even seen the highlight of nigga. G. Fuck his 40 points, bro.
I feel that. I mean, I if it was up to me, like Kelly Oubre would. I shot both of them honestly. If I was going to say like both of y'all could just get shot.
Yeah, get the fuck off my team, bro. Y'all niggas tweaking.
All right. Y'all want to get which retro y'all want to go into? Retro player, retro jersey, or retro playoff series?
Let's do player.
All right, player. All right.
Yeah.
My retro player. I'm going to choose Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Big Z.
Big Z.
Big Z. Okay.
That's one of the I don't want to say the first, but that was a center that could take you out to the three, like as a trailer and hit that every time. Like he was a sneaky big man for sure.
I feel that. I'm gonna go with Marcus Camby, Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
Yeah.
We going with centers? We going with centers, G? We going with centers?
Nasty.
Man, I'm gonna go with my boy Tyson Chandler, bro.
Oh, man.
Which one though? Bulls, Mavericks, Hornets. Which one you going with?
I'm gonna go low key.
Knicks?
I'm gonna have to go with the Max, bro.
Mavericks, yeah. That's a nasty Tyson. That is a nasty Tyson,
Max, bro. He was kind of decent on the Bulls too.
Yeah, he was. We traded him too early. We traded him way too early.
Yeah.
Way too early, bro.
Where did he go after Bulls? Was it Mavericks?
Hornets.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And then he played for the Knicks.
Yeah, he was called on the Knicks too.
Oh, I forgot about the Knicks. Damn. Yo, hey, Tyson was that dude. Tyson,
I gotta get the Chandler jersey, low key. He deserves it. He deserves it.
You got to. He do. Tyson was a journeyman, but he definitely made it known that he was in whatever stop he was at. Like wherever he was, he made it known.
Sure. So another episode of the Retro Jersey Podcast.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Join.
Follow all that. You know what
all
I'm saying?
Of that. Yeah.
Keep them viewers coming, man.
Yeah.
We need them.
Spread the word.
Sponsors, your what is it? Your
go here.
Your ad can go right here. Sponsors.
Right here. Where I'm pointing at. Right here.
Yeah, right here. Right here. Come through.
Until next time, we out of here. Peace.
Peace.